Hi there, this is Anna Prosser for Kingston HyperX here at MLG Winter Championships 2012 with none other than Jeff Robinson, aka Evil Geniuses in Control. Jeff, how are you feeling today on day 3 of MLG Winter Championships?
Oh, pretty good. Huck did really well, so I'm proud of him. I'm just tired. Tournaments, you're on the go the whole time, and you got to be on call for interviews, but also saying hi to everybody all the time. So I get pretty tired at the end.
Well, the finals are going on right now, correct? Can you tell us a little bit about them?
Marine King has the advantage going into it. It's a best of 9 now because of extended series, but Dongaryu just won a game with the Baneling bus, so it's now 2-2, I believe. So it's a fresh, clean slate, and it's really exciting. They're both the best players of the tournament.
Well, we don't see any Protoss in the grand finals, obviously. How are you feeling about your race and the showing in the tournament?
Protoss did great. I mean, Huck placed really high, but there was partying up there as well. Sock had a great run. Naniwa did well. I think Protoss was well represented. There's definitely a lot of rumblings about the PVZ matchup and how it might be really difficult for Protoss. But, the more I kind of regard it, it's ebb and flow. There's definitely times where Zerg can't win and then Protoss can't win, and it goes back and forth and it seesaws. So I try to kind of, I've definitely done my fair share of balance complaining, but I'm going to try to remove myself from it because it just seems to go back and forth. So you sound kind of dumb when you keep doing that.
Well, what about you as a Protoss and as a player in the tournament? How was your performance? Can you kind of give us the rundown of where you eventually left the bracket and how you feel about that?
I did pretty okay. I ran into Symbol, who's just a monster of a player, and that series was interesting. He pretty much smashed me one game, and the other game was a really strange game where I was ahead because of the early game pylon block and then cannon that I'm kind of known for. But then he cheesed me. I didn't hold it off as well as I should. So I'm definitely going home with an idea of what I need to do to improve. And then I actually played Binsky shortly thereafter, and Binsky is a very good Terran player, where I again made mistakes that I'm happy to say I can now kind of identify and say that's what I need to work on, as opposed to I'm walking away from this where I just kind of got outplayed a whole bunch. So performance-wise, I played well, but I didn't do good results-wise, so I'm still working.
Well, you mentioned that there are some things you're going to take home, strategies you're going to be working on. In a tournament like this, you have the best of the best coming together and kind of showing off their new ideas. Is there anything that struck you in terms of Protoss strategy that you think might take hold or that was very interesting to you?
Protoss players are taking a lot of risks. I saw it in PvP with Huck's run, but also in PvT and PvZ, I'm seeing a lot of Protoss players basically run a little bit more of a risky style. Of course, it's a calculated risk. It's not just completely blind, so there's a method to the madness, if you will. But I'm definitely going to go home and try to make myself a more dangerous player in the sense that I'm going to take better and more refined risks. But in doing so, I'm going to have more weapons in my tool belt. So that's what I'm going to go home and work on.
Well, we're looking forward to more tournaments from you, obviously. I love to watch you play personally. I think you're fantastic. But a lot of people have been asking, are you going to go to IPL4? And I understand that you're going to be at PAX instead. What else can we look for you at? Or, tell us a little bit about what you're going to be doing at PAX, kind of what's up next for you.
Well, I'll be doing the Kingston booth at PAX East, which I'm really excited about. I got to do that with DJ Wheat a year ago. And that's where people challenge us for awesome Kingston swag, which can be anything from a memory stick to all the way up to solid-state drive, shirts, that kind of thing. And of course, it's a lot of fun. They get to play games against me, and I get to try to embarrass them and defend the Kingston stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. I'll spend some time with Artosis this time around. But after that, it'll be more IPL hopefully down the road, but more specifically, DG Vianney just announced more arenas and Anaheim and just more MLG. So.
Well, we talked a little bit on day 1 about this tournament and how we had lots more chairs. It was really exciting. The atmosphere is just continuing to grow. On day 3, tell us a little bit about this MLG, what it was like aside from just the competition.
I think StarCraft 2 in general is maturing, so the audience is much more well-informed and it's larger. It's really nice. Guy flew in from Australia. People are driving from all over the country. A lot of Canadians came down. Which is really, really exciting and fun. As far as MLG has gone, their production quality has increased, so they're better with their cameras. They have a more refined stage, that kind of thing. They're kind of falling into the role that they want to be in, so that's really cool. Outside of that, there were more chairs, and there were more fans to fill those chairs, so that's always nice, and as long as it keeps going in that direction, we're all happy.
On the personal side, you got to spend a lot of time with your teammates, and of course the fans love to speculate about significant others that might be here or, friendships that may or may not be developing. Can you tell us a little bit about, not necessarily even the athletic or mental side, but kind of the social side of esports right now?
Tournaments are a great way for me to meet my other girlfriends too. So I don't get to see them as much because I'm usually at home in the lair where I'm under pretty close watch. Socially, MLGs are great because a lot of the players we play with and interact with on a regular basis, we don't get to see all that time because they're from different parts of the world. So Stefano's a great friend of mine. But I've had the pleasure of seeing him at Lone Star and now here. But it's going to come a time where I'm not going to see him for a couple months. So it's kind of fun to go out and have a few drinks and joke around, and have a good time, bling. Just the people that we play with and interact with online. But there's of course no replacement for seeing a person in person. So when you get eliminated from the tournament, if you're a responsible player, that's when you go party. And EG does a pretty good job about that. So I have been eliminated. Of course, we just have the grand finals going on now, and I look forward to taking my legal right to imbibe and having fun tonight.
Well, good. We will let you go get to that pretty soon. Is there anyone that you'd like to thank, any shout-outs you'd like to give right now?
Yeah, I'd like to thank my team, obviously. Evil Geniuses, our wonderful sponsors, starting with Kingston for putting this on. It's great that there's content coming out of these events. And again, just a reminder, do look forward to seeing Artosis and myself at PAX East. We'd love to see you guys. It's really a shame we couldn't go to IPL 4, but in the name of growing the sport, sometimes you have to be in different places, and that's totally okay. Also, other sponsors, Intel, Monster, Kingston HyperX, which of course I just said, Steel Series, Beyond Gaming, Sapphire, Six Bowl Gaming, everybody else. Really appreciate all of them. And of course, thank you to my team and my lovely fiance for all the support they gave this weekend.
Well, I also would like to thank Kingston HyperX for bringing me out, letting me hang out with my fantastic fiance, who I like so much, and would also like to thank. And Jeff, any parting words, any advice, any one-liners you can give to the community?
No, I'm sorry, I'm a little bit subdued. I'm just really tired. But, I'll definitely get back to streaming once I get home. It's going to be a short little time because IPL is just around the corner, so we're all going to pack our bags and head out. But EG practice will go back to full swing. So EnControL TV on Twitch, EG.iNcontroL on Twitter. And just, follow me. Check me out and hopefully come along for the ride.
Thanks so much for your time, honey.
Thank you.